Hi class, welcome to week two. Before we get started in week two or going over week two, I want to discuss our performance in week one. Last week we talked about college transition, the culture of college and the attitudes of college success. And then we discussed in our discussion board um, reasons why we enrolled into Vista College or why we're continuing our education. Many of you had some great responses to this question. And I can tell that you guys are really, like, this is why I'm going to college and I'm going to do this. And that's excellent. I want to stress to you that it's important that not only do you answer the initial post, but that you also respond to at least two other students in the class. And when you do this, don't just say thank you or good job or I agree with you. Really respond and say, I like your choices that you're making. Those sound interesting. How does that apply to your life? Or how will this make this better for your life? What are you planning to do in the future? Ask questions about the topic. You can even post videos or you can post articles pertaining to the discussion question. It it could be something like, for instance, this discussion was talking about the reasons why people attend college. Well, you could go out there and find articles and find out why people are going to school and post articles about that. But the whole point is to share your ideas, your thoughts, and to engage in conversation in the board. Okay, it's very important. This grade is an easy 60 points because you're not graded on how you answered the question so much as how you're engaging and sharing your thoughts in the discussion board. So your grammar and all of that is not graded. In this place, you're just sharing your ideas, your experiences, and what you think about the topic. So I want you all to really take advantage of this participation grade. Okay. And then we did a scavenger hunt. Many of you did great on answering those scavenger hunt questions. It's supposed to be a fun way for you to get acclimated to the online learning environment. We try to steer you towards some important key things about Vista College and things that we think that you may need along the way in your journey in Vista College. And then we had for assignment 1.2, you were setting some college transition goals. And they were more to be motivationally or how to improve your time management or how to improve your organization. Many of you kind of missed the mark on that, or you submitted academic grades and not how you're going to improve your motivation or how you're going to improve your time management. So if you did not get a perfect score on that, please go in and look at my comments and rethink your goals, and you can resubmit those goals and I'll regrade them for you. But I want you to give thoughts to specifically how to improve motivation or how to improve time management or how you can improve your organizational skills or research jobs and career fields, something specifically to those. So I look forward to seeing you guys resubmit those assignments. Okay. The next thing we're going to jump into goal setting. But before I do that, I also want to talk to you about grades matter. It is important that now that you have set your goals, now that you have enrolled in school, it's important that you take this seriously. It's important that you show up every week in class. And what I mean by show up, it means that you participate in discussion board and you submit your assignments. This class is an easy class to pass. It's an easy class to get an A if you do the work. Any class that you do, you have to show up. You have to do the work, okay? So grades matter, class points. This class is worth 1,000 points and your other classes will be worth 1,000 points. So what does that mean? To get a perfect score of 1,000 points, that's an A, 100%, right? Anything less than that, it'll go down the scale. So 900 to 1,000 is an A, right? If you get 700 points, you have a C. Anything below 700 points is failing. We do not have D grades. There is nothing between. It's C and then fail. Okay, so you need to make at least 700 points. And in order to make at least 700 points, and I hope that you aspire to make more than 700 points, but in order to make at least 700 points, you have to show up in class. In this class, your discussions board participation is worth 60 points. Assignment 1.1 is 50 points. Assignment 1.2 is 100 points. Assignment 2.1 is 50 points. And assignment 2.2 is 75 points. Assignment 2.3, which is just answering a little survey, is 25 points. And assignment 3.1 and 3.2 are both worth 50 points each. Then assignment 4 is 100 points. And assignment 5.1 and 5.2 are 100 points each. Now let me help you out with a little advice here. Assignment week 4 and week 5 is typically when students are tired, they're weary, they don't want to read anymore, and they're just done. Well, I want to give you a little advice on that. You heard me say that assignment 4 is 100 points and assignment 5.1 and 5.2 are worth 100 points. Those three assignments are worth 300 points total. You don't want to get a 0 on them if you haven't done anything else in the class. Don't give out in the last 2 weeks of class. Show up, finish strong, complete all of your assignments, okay? And that's just what I explained to you, the point breakdown for the course. Every point counts. Every point matters. For your late assignments, and you can always submit late assignments. I do not tell you you can't submit assignments. You can submit assignments until the last day of this class, and I will accept them and grade them. However, you will lose 10% each week that it's late. So don't wait till the last week to submit week 1, because that's like 40 points off your grade. Well, then you only get a 10, right? So, I mean, those points count, but don't wait until the last minute to submit your assignments. That's the whole point there. And that's just what I said. Every point matters. Take a look at the late policy. I posted one in an announcement last week. Be sure to read over that so you can be clear on what the late policy is, okay? Okay, now that we've talked about that, you know that grades matter. Let's talk about what we're going to discuss in week 2, what we're learning in week 2. It's goal setting and financial literacy. So you're going to talk about personal values, goal setting. This week, you're going to set academic goals. Now, last week, many of you wrote out academic goals. If you did that, then you can just submit those for your assignment this week, as long as you've updated those goals for last week, okay? If you have questions about that, shoot me a text or call me or email me, okay? So this week, you're going to watch a great video by former Denver Broncos, Reggie Rivers. This is a phenomenal video, and he talks about goal setting. I love this video. I love his take on goal settings. I think that you will be inspired. Not only that, but you'll be also challenged in your goal setting and how you approach accomplishing your goals. So be sure to watch that. I look forward to seeing your comments in the discussion board about Reggie Rivers' spin on goals. And then in your assignment 2.1, this is where I said you're going to actually submit SMART goals to set your academic goals. Now let's go over SMART goals quickly. I have a little PowerPoint for that as well. So in your SMART goals, your goals need to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay, well, what does that mean, Ms. Bosley? Well, I'm glad you asked. When you set a specific goal, you want to answer the questions. What do you want to accomplish? Who needs to be included in accomplishing those goals? When do you want to do this? And why is this a goal? That's what you need to make your goal specific. Here's an example. Graduate college by 2021 with a 4.0 GPA. It talks about the time. It's very specific. You're graduating college and you're graduating with a 4.0, right? Measurable. How can you measure the progress and know if you successfully met your goal? A supporting goal to help you accomplish this goal is turn in all your assignments on time with quality work to receive an A as a grade. Okay? That's how you can make it measurable. Attainable. Do you have the skills required to achieve the goal? If not, can you obtain those skills? What is the motivation for this goal? Can you really achieve it? What's going to drive you to get to achieve it? Is the amount of effort required on par with what the goal will achieve? So, are you online? Can you do it? Can the things that you've listed as your supportive goal really help you achieve your SMART goal? Is it relevant? Why are you setting this goal now? Is it aligned with your overall life objectives? Does it bear witness to your core values, who you are and what you want to become? And then finally, is it time bound? What is the deadline? And is your deadline realistic? Can you graduate college by 2021? Or whatever. Okay? Think about those when you're setting your academic goals this week. So what you're doing is you're going to set 2 long-term academic goals. And then for each of those long-term goals, you're going to write supporting goals with that. Okay? So at least 2 to 3 supporting goals with that. Be sure to use the template provided for you here to help you set those goals. Use this SMART scale here to help you actually write out those goals. Okay? I look forward to reading those. All right. So for assignment 2.2, we're still goal setting, but in a different area of your life. Now we're going to talk about financing, your budget, your personal finances. So budgeting is goal setting, right? You have a specific thing that you want to meet or a specific financial goal that you want to meet. You want to pay all your bills on time, or you want to have X amount of dollars saved. In order for you to do that, you need a budget. So this week you're going to prepare a personal budget, and then you're also going to write a summary on what you plan to do if some kind of monetary issue arises. What's your backup plan? What's your plan B if something happens, right? If you do not have a job right now, or you don't pay all the bills, do a hypothetical budget. What do you think you're going to make when you graduate from Vista College? And then what are your expenses? Be sure to reflect that and subtract your expenses from your income. You can use this table as a template. However, there are many templates out there in Microsoft Office or online that may be more attractive or easier for you to use. You can even use Excel or spreadsheets, whatever works for you. But the point is, you need to create a budget, and then you need to write a summary on your plan B if monetary issues arise. Okay? And then for assignment 2.3, you're going to take a quick career survey